Would our guests please remain standing? Color guard post.
And the award-winning East Aurora color guard now leaving the floor after the presentation of colors and the singing of our national anthem. And now we're set for the introduction of the official starting lineups as Clayton Muhammad, Community Relations Director for East Aurora School District 131, will be announcing the starters for the two teams. We told you West Aurora will be starting 3 juniors and 2 seniors. Although Coach Kirkman said, I'm not sure. I may wait until right before game time to make up my mind. And I don't know if you checked with him, Jeff, to see whether he changed his mind.
No, that's always a broadcaster's dream, though, when the coaches change the starting lineups right before game time.
Well, Corbin Spearman, along with Marquise Stewart, Reggie Ship, Granado Island, who has been nursing the flu bug all week, did play last night, although he scored only 6 points, and Tyler Thompson, who was the leading scorer last night with 16. So the West Aurora team has been introduced, wearing the blue traveling jerseys, white numerals, red and white trim. And now the starting lineups for East Aurora are being introduced. Starting with Sean Collins, a 6'2 senior, averaging 11.6 points per game, an outstanding three-point shooter. Collins, from three-point land, has attempted 64 shots, made 29 to lead East in that department. Other starters for the Tomcats, Tremel Weathersby, a big 6'5 freshman, seeing his first East-West game. Imagine what must be going through his head. Roderick Finley, a 6-foot senior, averaging 7.5 points per game. Justin Tyner, a 6'2 senior, averaging 9.7. Finishing up the East starters. They're coached by Wendell Jeffries in his 6th year, and he played in this series. And Jeff, I know anybody who's played in this series has some appreciation. I know we've got listeners all around the country. Many of them have experienced that. We want to give a shout out to all of our good friends in places like California, in Ohio, Florida, New York. I know you're listening, and we welcome you tonight.
We had a lot of listeners in Iowa last year with the family of Aaron Snyder, and I'm sure there are plenty of other states well represented tonight. Good to have everybody with us on our experimental webcast, and also, as always, on the airwaves of WBIG Radio.
Well, we will be working with 3 officials again tonight.
Jim Leo gathered those. The officials were on the opposite side of the court during the pregame interview, so Jim is climbing over people to get back up to our booth, and we'll have the officials as soon as he does.
So East Aurora dressed in white with the red numerals, red and black trim. They come into it 12-5 on the year. West Aurora 9-3. They've played fewer games for a variety of reasons. One, they had a game snowed out back on December 1st against Glenbard North. That will not be made up until near the end of February. They also had this game moved to January. It's normally been a December game between these two teams. And they have been chosen to play in a shootout against Batavia on January 27th.
Neil, the officials are Don Olson, Rob Munson, and Jeff Otterby. Don Olson, Rob Munson, and Jeff Otterby for the East-West game tonight, the 210th running. And the 101st of the man to my right, I might add.
And it's just like it was my first. I'm that excited, I'll tell you. And we are ready to get underway. It'll be Tyler Thompson, jumping center for West, and the freshman Tremel Weathersby for East in the center circle. East will be moving the basket to our left. West will be moving from the left side to the right side of your dial here, as the ball is in the air, and it's tipped by Weathersby, but Reggie Ship jumps in and intercepts it for West Aurora. So they move it down the right wing to Corbin Spearman. East is in a man-to-man defensively, although it's a sagging man. Thompson comes out on the left wing to get the pass. This Island, they'll take their time. Reggie Ship holding now. He's been the spiritual leader of these Blackhawks. A senior, he's been on the team for 3 years. Stewart down low, tried a shot, and it's blocked out of bounds. As coming from behind, Marlon Dickerson knocked it away. It'll go back over to the Blackhawks. Stewart doesn't take many shots for West. And that was a rare one. It was erased quickly. Here's Thompson down low, driving, missing the layup. Rebound to Justin Tyner for the Tomcats. They'll push it down the court quickly. Underneath, they've got wide open Finley, and he scores. Roderick Finley. Nice assist by Marlon Dickerson from the wing. And the Tomcats take the 2-0 lead. And there's a bad pass stolen away by Dickerson. So Dickerson, who's kind of been the unsung player, 5'11 senior, averages 9.4 with 2 big plays in the early going. As East now begins their move against the West Aurora man-to-man. Finley will give it to Dickerson on the right wing, down low. Turning and hitting was Weathersby, 6'5 freshman. Went behind a pick, got open for the layup, and it's 4-0 East. At the other end, here's Thompson driving, and he lays it up and in. Tyler Thompson, 6'5 junior, son of assistant coach Rick Thompson, gets the Blackhawks on the board for the first time, and it's 4-2 East.
That's the second time the Blackhawks tried a baseball pass down to the other end to break the pressure. The first time it was picked off by Collins. That time Thompson with a basket.
Collins fakes the three and steps inside the arc and drills it. Oh, the Tomcats are running on high energy octane here so far. They lead 6-2, and there is a double dribble called against Reggie Ship in the backcourt. Unforced error, second turnover on the red and blue. Blackhawks have not had over amount of trouble against other teams on the turnovers, but in the pressure game sometimes they have committed unforced ones, and right there was a good example of it. So with 6 minutes to play in the first quarter, East Aurora leading 6-2 and holding the ball, they'll spread the floor. Collins, he pumps from downtown, a 30-footer is no good. Rebound comes to Thompson. He likes to throw some of those up just to keep the defense honest. Reggie Ship for West, down to Thompson. Between two men, he started to drive, and a foul coming up. Finley, I believe, will be the guilty party, number 33. His first, the team's first.
Collins had 19 points in East's most recent game. Again, the Tomcats did not play last night, but they beat a very good Rock Falls team last weekend. And that Rock Falls team snapped a 44-game home win streak, or I should say the Tomcats snapped it because they got a road win a couple hours from home.
At the free throw line, missing the first free throw is Tyler Thompson. Came into it tonight a 57% free throw shooter. Last night missed 4 in a row in the first quarter. Then settled down and hit 2 in the fourth quarter when it really counted. As West Aurora was pressed to the limit by West Chicago. Second one is good by Thompson. So he splits a pair, makes the score 6-3. East with the lead in the ball. The Tomcats, the host team here, is this being played in the East Aurora Gymnasium. East down quickly. They pass it back to Collins outside the arc. He drives to the free throw line, around and in with a jump shot. And Sean Collins showing no sign of butterflies here in the early going, gives his team an 8-3 lead. And Stewart is hemmed in by Collins and fouled along the sideline. In the girls' preliminary game that we had tonight, West Aurora girls got in early foul trouble, put the East team in the double bonus in both the first half and second half, and created a bit of a mountain for themselves to overcome. They were down by 7 points, came back to win it 50-47 in the final 2 minutes. Congratulations to Coach Connie Siljendahl and her girls. Here's Thompson, and his 10-footer bangs in for his 5th point of the game. 8-5, Thompson with all 5 of the West Aurora points. We have 5 minutes to play. Tyner will drive the lane. No, he missed the shot from 5. Got his own rebound. Tried it. No good. Got it back again. Kicks it outside now to Collins for a 25-footer. Short off the front. East gets the rebound, though, and they'll reset it. Tyner has it. And he'll give it over here to point guard Marlon Dickerson, and he'll set the offense again. 3 chances for East on this possession. Collins guarded by Reggie Ship in the West man-to-man. Now on the pop-out, is Weathersby. Underneath, driving Dickerson for two. Marlon Dickerson with the basket makes it 10-5 East. West with the ball against East pressure. They get it down to Thompson on the right wing. Tyler will hold. Put it to the floor. Bounce to Ship at the free throw line for a jump shot that's good. Reggie Ship tickles a twine from 15 on the right side of the key.
Well, the Tomcats are overplaying quite a bit. If the Blackhawks can remain patient and prevent the silly turnovers, they're going to have some open looks.
Dickerson missed on a three ball. It went out of bounds. It'll be West Aurora's ball. Finley tried to save it, but he was out of bounds when he touched it, so it'll be West Aurora's ball. And Jamar Shepard, a 5'11 sophomore, now will check into the East Aurora lineup. Shepard averages 4.7 points per game. West against that full court pressure. Getting it across. Ship down to Thompson. Thompson will pump from 18. Swish! Tyler Thompson, third year on the varsity, has his 7th point. And it's 10-9. East lead has been cut to 1. It had been as many as 5. With 3:20 to play in the first quarter, East Aurora will spread it out. East and West Aurora, two of the storied basketball programs in the state of Illinois, tangling for the 210th time. And we're glad to bring this game to you wherever you may be around the world, on our streaming web or locally on radio station WBIG. East still moving the ball now. They try to work to Antoine Walls, a 5'9 senior. A jump shot is up and in by Finley. Roderick Finley. His second basket of the game. And it's 12-9. East back up by 3. Reggie Ship between two men. Gets it down to Spearman, and he turns and hits it on an 8-footer. Corbin Spearman in the lane. Reggie Ship found him open, because they were double teaming the ball, as you said, Jeff, and West found the open man.
Yeah, the Tomcats are being persistent with their pressure, and the Blackhawks have had success of breaking it here in the first few minutes. They've made 5 straight field goals after missing their first 2, have the Blackhawks.
Antoine Walls in the ball game now. He is number 10. It goes off to Collins, who will drive the lane and bank it off and in. That's Sean Collins' 3rd basket of the game. And there's a ball stripped away from Ship. Stolen, and scoring at the other end for East was Tremel Weathersby, the freshman, combining on the trap up front, and it's 16-11. Just like that, they've got it back up to 5. They've done it with defensive pressure. Down low, a pass tipped away, but recovered by Island. His 15-footer from the free throw line is no good. Fight for the rebound. East Aurora gets it down. Here they come on the break. Shepard, the sophomore, will slow it down. Didn't have the numbers. With 1:43 to play in the first quarter, he'll bounce it back outside to Antoine Walls, a 5'9 senior guard. Starts down the lane to the right and then kicks it off to Sean Collins, wearing a white headband. East holding on to it now. West playing man-to-man all the way here tonight. At the free throw line, starting the drive, losing the ball on the floor, and we're going to have a tie-up. As there were 4 players on the floor, the possession arrow is pointing East Aurora's way. Corbin Spearman and Tyler Thompson on the floor for West. Rod Finley, along with Weathersby, on the floor for East. And now a couple new troops coming in for the Tomcats. Number 2 will be 5'11 junior Clarence Calhoun. Averages 2.7 points per game. And Wendell Jeffries also is going to insert Marlon Dickerson, who's been out for a short breather.
Calhoun with some interesting looking socks. Have you ever owned a pair like those?
No.
The red and white stripes.
I'd have to wear
up
sunglasses,
to the knees.
I think, if I did. Yeah, they're red and white striped socks.
Very festive for his team's colors.
Must have been a Christmas present.
Might be. Valentine's Day would work.
So East inbounding high. Alley-oop comes into Weathersby. He turns, and his shot is blocked, and a foul coming up. Didn't go down. It won't count, but he will go to the free throw line as the foul coming up on West Aurora. It's on Reggie Ship. That's his first, and it is the team's first foul also for West. Team in the act of shooting by the freshman Tremel Weathersby. Already has 4 points. Very mature freshman. He'll pump free throw around and out, no good.
It's always interesting, too, to keep an eye on the officials in games like this, because the players get so intense and the pace can get so frantic that at times you have to keep an eye on the types of calls the officials are making and how they're trying to dictate the game, either positively or negatively.
Second free throw good by Weathersby after he missed the first. It is 17-11, biggest lead of the ball game now for the East Aurora Tomcats at the 1:15 mark. Here's Thompson starting to back it in, then kicking it outside, and a long shot by Cocroft goes out of bounds off the hands of one of the Blackhawks underneath. Marcus Cocroft, who didn't even draw iron on that, draws the derisive cheer of air ball from the East students. And now Island will leave, and coming in to replace him, 6'5" senior Montrell Billups, number 51. So East has it with a 6-point lead, a minute to play here in the first quarter. And Dickerson will race it across midcourt. Reggie Shipp got a hand, tipped it out of bounds. It'll go back over to the red and black. Capacity crowd of more than 4,500 on hand tonight to witness this one, with many more around the world watching on our webcast. Glad to have you all with us. Weathersby inbounds, and a basket is good by Marlon Dickerson, a three-pointer. And with 50 seconds to play, East jumps to their biggest lead of 20-11. There's a bad pass by West, threw it out of bounds in front of the East bench. Well, East has got it working on all cylinders, Jeff. West a little rattled.
We talked about the Tomcats' three-point ability. That was their first of the game. They're 1 out of 4 from beyond the arc, and they shoot a lot of them.
They're a 33% shooting team from beyond the arc. That is a good average for a high school team. So with 30 seconds to go, looks like East may want the last shot of the period. They're just passing it around the perimeter now. Jamar Shepard, 5'11" sophomore, giving it off to Dickerson, guarded by Shipp. Back to Shepard. Now to teammate Jamar Shepard. And the clock shows 8 seconds to go. So Dickerson will start the move against Shipp with 4 seconds to go. He stops, top of the key, shoots. It's off the front nose. Shipp with the rebound as the horn sounds, ending the first quarter of play with the score. East Aurora 20, West Aurora 11. And we will be back with our second quarter after this 1-minute break.
East Aurora School Superintendent Dr. Jerome Roberts is hosting a series of community forums entitled Tuesday Talks with the Superintendent. The purpose of these forums is to have an open dialogue with the community to address any issues or concerns that may be out there, and to discuss the possibility of placing another referendum on the April ballot. The dates for the meetings are Tuesday, January 16, 2007 at noon at East Aurora High School, Tuesday, January 23rd at 6:30 over at Simmons Middle School, Tuesday, January 30th at 8:30 a.m. on School Service Center, and Tuesday, February 6th at 6:30 over at Brady Elementary School. On the West Aurora side, after more than a year of studying District 129's financial situation and the current and future needs of its students, the school board has decided to ask voters on April 17th to consider an increase in the district's operating rate. The operating rate supports basic day-to-day operations like teachers, utilities, computers, buses, and large band equipment. The board's decision based on many factors, the most important of which is the simple fact that the district now has to spend more money than it receives, but the ultimate decision is up to the voters. Get details on district finances at sd129.org. Ask questions, become informed, and vote.
And we're back here to start the second quarter with East Aurora leading by 9. Levante James in the game, missed a shot for West, but Montrell Billups, reserve center, is there to push it back in for his first hoop of the game. And it is 20-13 in favor of the Tomcats. So West Aurora with a couple reserves in there now, 3 of them in fact. As East Aurora trying to penetrate the lane, a nice dish off underneath the Weathersby by guard Jamar Shepard with the assist, and Weathersby with his 7th point of the ball game right there. Breaking the press, they get it down to Billups. He doesn't take advantage of it though. Cocroft, the sophomore guard, gives it off to Levante James in the corner. Levante turns, he's going to start the drive and drag the pivot foot. Commits the turnover. East Aurora basketball.
West Neal shot 6 of 9 in the opening quarter, 66%. Just a couple of rebounds, mainly because the Tomcats were shooting so efficiently, and West had 4 turnovers. The Tomcats 9 of 15. Again, they were 1 of 4 from beyond the arc, 60% shooting. 5 rebounds, 3 of them at the offensive end, and the Tomcats did not have a turnover in the first quarter, though now they have one.
They just committed one. Carrying violation ruled against the Tomcats. So in that first quarter, West with 5 baskets, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. East Aurora 9 field goals. 1 was a three-pointer. 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. And on the inbounds pass, they say that it was touched last by West player. It'll go out of bounds to East. So teams trading turnovers here. 6:50 to play in the second quarter. East Aurora leads 22-13. East 12-5. West 9-3 on paper. 2 very evenly matched teams. So far, the Tomcats have responded best against this pressure-packed situation. A capacity crowd. East has won 10 straight, remember. They're trying to keep that streak alive, and they're playing before the home crowd. Decidedly East advantage. There's a loose ball picked up, though, by Weathersby. He's going to drive. Short with a shot. Rebound controlled by Reggie Shipp of West Aurora. Shipp will push it down quickly. Swing it to the left side where Levante James has it. Now back on top to Island. Donato from 19 bangs off the backboard. Missed iron altogether. We've got a whistle, and what's the call? Out of bounds on somebody or a foul? I believe it's a foul on Levante James of West. That'll be his first, team second, and Gordy Kirkman wants to call a 30-second timeout.
The West Aurora Blackhawk Sports Boosters, once again proud sponsors of the boys basketball radio broadcasts here on WBIG. For 37 years, the Boosters have been supporting West Aurora athletics at all levels and have contributed over $850,000 for all the various athletic programs in School District 129. Funds for the programs are raised primarily through merchandise and program sales, concessions, raffles, and memberships. There are a number of different membership levels starting at $25. You'll receive recognition in the programs and scoreboard, newsletters detailing booster activities, and picture buttons if they have a participating athlete at West High. In addition to assisting with the funding, Blackhawk Sports Boosters also raise money for capital projects, helping out to exceed $115,000 over the past 3 years alone. If you are interested in becoming a member and helping the athletic programs, membership forms can be downloaded from the District 129 website by clicking on the Sports Boosters link.
We're back in play, and firing and missing a three-pointer was East Aurora's point guard, Jamar Shepard, on the ensuing rebound. West Aurora got it, and they will be inbounding now, trailing 22-13. This is the biggest deficit West has faced this early in a ball game this year. And there is a whistle as Thompson tries to dribble. He is fouled on the arm by Clarence Calhoun, a 5'11 junior who just came in the ball game for Coach Wendell Jeffries at the last break. His first foul, team's fourth. And entering the East lineup, number 33 will be Roderick Finley. And he will replace the freshman Tremel Weathersby. So West Aurora inbounding. Reggie Shipp getting the pass from sophomore Marcus Cockcroft, who holds up one finger indicating the play. Giving to Thompson on the right quarter court. Tyler had 7 first quarter points to pace the Blackhawks in that category. Cockcroft holding it on the left wing. High posting James, turning from 16. Swish! Levante James, he can shoot. That's his first basket tonight. Came in averaging 3.7 points per game. Got nothing but net on that jumper. And it's 22-15. Antoine Walls bringing it across the timeline now. We'll give it up to Shepard. Shepard underneath has Finley open. The shot is rejected by Phillips. Got it back, missed everything. Rebound off the hands of Phillips. He knocked back in bounds. It's loose on the floor. Reggie Shipp got it, and he is fouled on the wrist by Victor Owens, 6-foot senior for East, who commits his first foul. Team's fifth. Good defense by Phillips that time, Jeff, to knock that ball away on the first shot.
Well, remember talking last night a couple of times when Billups tried to block a shot but swatted too heavily at it. That time he was straight up. He just barely moved his right arm to swat it away. A much better shot block attempt by Montrell Billups than the couple of unsuccessful ones we saw last night that resulted in foul calls.
The Blackhawks will come down court. That was the 5th team foul of the half against East. Blackhawks have been whistled for 2 so far. Reggie Shipp on the right wing, holding. Down low to Thompson, spinning, fading from 15. Swish! Tyler Thompson. Oh, a nice looking jump shot. His 9th point of the game. Cuts the lead down to 5. It's 22-17.
You could see the focus on Tyler's face there. As soon as he started to cut toward that right low block, you knew he wanted to get the ball and turn and shoot it quickly. A beautiful looking jump shot.
Collins back in the game, will force it from 15. Missed it, but got his own rebound against Thompson. He fakes, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. So Sean Collins, who got 6 points in the first quarter, will be at the stripe to shoot 2 as Tyler Thompson draws his first foul and the team's 3rd of the ball game. Collins on the year, a 61% free throw shooter. First one, good. And he will get one more. Tomcats didn't have any other games this week. They've been working on West since last weekend, while the Blackhawks had to play West Chicago last night, and it was a hard-fought game. Went right down to the final minutes before West Aurora did win it by 9. Second free throw also good. So the fact that East could concentrate on West all year long was a break in the schedule for them, and they used it to good advantage. East had a pep rally, in fact, early in the week, so the whole school has been fired up all week about this big game tonight. Both free throws by Collins good, make it 24-17. Cocroft in the weave out front to James. He'll come to the left wing, bank it off and in. Levante James, his 2nd basket of the quarter. We said he can be an offensive threat. And he gets on a roll, and there's Tyner with a nice dish off to Finley, and Finley with an easy 6-footer. His 6th point of the game. And Tyner really made that one go with the assist. Here's a loose ball on the floor. It's still loose, and Billups has it, gives it off to Cocroft. He'll go down the lane, fake, be fouled as he dishes off a pass. And that'll be team foul number 6 on East. And West will have it out of bounds. But first Don Olson will tell us that the foul is coming up on Justin Tyner. 6'2" senior draws his first. Now Donato Island, number 35, checks back in for Montrell Billups. With 3:35 to play till halftime, it's 26-19. East Aurora leads by 7. They have led all the way in the game since getting the first basket. Now West passing it around the perimeter against the East man-to-man. Cocroft bouncing to Thompson on the right quarter court. On top, Reggie Shipp fakes, drives against Collins. He'll keep on going, lay it up, around and in. A nice drive, great body control by Reggie Shipp, the 6'2" senior. Gets his 2nd basket.
Again, the Tomcats were overplaying. Sean Collins bit on the fake, and Reggie went right around him for a nice finger roll.
So the Tomcats now at the other end. Tyner almost has it stripped by James. Got it back. Cross court's a pass over here now to Dickerson. Dickerson driving against Thompson. A bump. And they're going to call a foul on Tyler Thompson, his 2nd. And they say it was on the floor before the shot. Wendell Jeffries does not like that ruling. Montrell Billups will check in to replace Thompson. With 2:52 to go in the first half, he gets his 2nd foul. So East will be inbounding since they rule that came before a shot attempt. And Sean Collins will ignite the play, lobs it in the backcourt now, gets a return pass, starts to drive to the basket, forces a 10-footer up, no, and up high in the sky to corral the carom was Levante James of West Aurora. He'll give it off to Cocroft. The sophomore will pass it to Reggie Shipp near midcourt, and the Blackhawks will set their offense. 20-11, East had the lead at the end of the first quarter. Here's Shipp trying a 3 from the right side. Yes, he got it down. Reggie Shipp hits the triple for his 7th point of the game, and that brings East coach Wendell Jeffries off to call the timeout. And it looks like this will be a 30-second timeout. And so we'll turn it over to Jeff for a 30-second break here.
Well, the 20 students from East Aurora High School were named 2006 Illinois State Scholars by the Illinois Student Assistant Commission. The State Scholar Program recognizes Illinois high school students for outstanding academic achievement. Approximately the top 10% of Illinois high school graduates become state scholars each year. Selection is based on SAT and ACT scores and the student's class rank at the end of the junior year. West Aurora High School, a growing, vibrant alumni association. If you are a graduate and not a member, you can join for just $10 a year. The group assists reunion classes and recently launched an interactive alumni website where nearly 500 alumni have registered in the past 7 months. Find out more about the Alumni Association, including its current Distinguished Alumni Hall of Honor project, at the website sd129.org. That's sd129.org.
2:16 to play in the first half, 26-24. West has cut that deficit down to 2 here. It had been as many as 9. Tomcats working. Tyner on the left wing will drive. A shot rejected out of bounds by Phillips. Nice erasure job by Montrell Phillips, 6'5" senior. Transferred to West Aurora this year from Waubonsee Valley, although he had been at West in his early part of his career. Went to Waubonsee last year. Inbounds pass comes, and the shot is in and out, no good, and it's Phillips up to shine the glass for West. Dickerson missing that last attempt for East. Minute 53 to play in the half. It's a 2-point game. West trying to tie here. And Reggie Ship out on the left wing holding. Now he'll begin the dribble. Give to Levante James, who's played a lot here in the second quarter. High post, Island, triple team, bounces it back outside. Gives it back to Ship, tries a 3-ball. Yes, again! Reggie Ship tickles the twine from 22. And West has their first lead of the game at 27-26. We've got a whistle at the other end and a foul coming up on one of the Blackhawks. And it is on Reggie Ship, and that'll be his second. Team's 5th of the night for the red and blue. So East inbounding. Minute 25 as a shot is good from just inside the arc by Roderick Finley. That's his 8th point of the game. 6-foot senior gives East the lead back again for the second time. 28-27. And West will just hold against what looks like a zone defense now. Cocroft on the left wing. Looks like a 1-2-2 for East defensively. Reggie Ship up top against Tyner. Hooks a pass in the high post to Levante James. And he's going to drive. Keeps on going. Lays it up around and out. It was halfway down and popped out. But Island gets the rebound back to Phillips from 8. Good. Montrell Phillips. Nice save by James. Or rather by Island to keep it alive. And West regains the lead at 29-28. And there's a push by James for West. On Levante James, his second. So 3 Blackhawks have 2 fouls. It is the 6th, so no free throws taken with 34 seconds to play in the half. Coming in for East, number 10, Antoine Walls, 5'7" senior. And Reggie Ship will leave. Corbin Spearman back into the West lineup. Collins looking to inbound. Gets into the backcourt to Justin Tyner. The veteran senior guard coming up against Spearman. Crosses over. Feeds to Walls. Near midcourt guarded by Cocroft, the sophomore for West Aurora. 20 seconds to play now. East looking for the last shot of the period. Goes to Collins. They want it in his hands. I think the period winds to a close here with 13 seconds to go. Walls, standing yo-yo dribble up front. Now starts down the lane against Cocroft. Keeps on going, and a whistle, and fouled in the act of shooting was Walls. And the foul coming up on the Blackhawks. Levante James, I believe.
I think it was on Marcus Cocroft.
Cocroft, yep. On Cocroft, that is first, is the 7th team foul. Came in the act of shooting anyway by Antoine Walls, who hasn't scored yet in the game. He's at the line, and he coolly puts the free throw up and in. He is a 85% free throw shooter. Best on the East team. East as a team is shooting 62% from the field. West as a team is shooting 55% from the free throw line. Blackhawks are 44% from the field, while East Aurora is 47%. Second free throw also good by Walls. So he hits a pair, to give East a 1-point lead. And we've had 6 ties or lead changes here in the last few minutes. 30-29, East leading with 6 seconds to go. In the backcourt, Pocroft will try to race it up. And Finley resisting him. He lets fly at the horn. It's no good. And that is the end of the first half of play. With the score, East Aurora 30, West Aurora 29, as the teams go to the halftime locker room. And we'll be back with our halftime show after we take this 1-minute pause for these messages.